Okay, so today we will study about casting. So normally casting is of two types. One is unicast and number two is broadcast. Okay. Now let us consider a class A address. Let us consider a class A address. Okay. So this is one network and this is another network. Okay. So let us consider the network address of this particular network is say 11.0.0.0, that is network IP address, and it is another one 20.0.0.0 suppose, and this is one host. Let us consider this host. Okay, there is another host over this network, and suppose some information has been sent from here to here. Okay, let us consider the IP address of this host is say 11.1. Suppose 2.3, and say this is 20.1.2.3. okay. Now our data has been is to be sent from this host to this host. This is one network, this is another network. Okay, so let us consider this one. This is a packet where the data to be sent. Suppose this is the data and this is your source address. Now what is the source address? This address is the source address, this is the destination address has been placed over here. So this is the source address and this is the destination address. Okay, now we will first study about the unicast. So in this case packet is formatted like this way. There is a data, and in apart from the data there will be the source address, that is from where the information is coming, the network, and where I should send the information to another network. Those not only the information, data, as well as the source address and the destination address. Okay, so this is something like that. And so this is the case of the unicast, that is when you are sending some data from one network to another network and from one host to another host of the other network. Okay, now let us consider about the broadcast. So broadcast is of basically two types. Okay, so one is limited broadcast, and another is directed broadcast. Limited broadcast and directed broadcast. Okay, now what is the limited broadcast? And let us draw one figure over here. So suppose this is one host, this is a network. Suppose this is a network. Let us say this network address is 11.0.0.0, and the host address is 11. Like this one, I am taking this address to 1.2.3, and this host want to send the information or data to all other hosts inside the network. This host want to send the information or data to all other hosts inside this network. Okay, so this is the basically happening, that is all the hosts inside this network will receive the information or data. Okay, so let us see. Now here comes one thing that is called limited broadcast. First we will discuss about limited broadcast. So what is the limited broadcast? It is not a definition, but you can say that a host wants to send a message. A host wants to send a message to all the other host in the same network. Means what? A host want to send a message to all other hosts in the same network. A host want to send message to all other hosts in the same network. Okay, so this is nothing but limited broadcast address. Okay, so in this case, what will be the destination address? Source address, I know this is suppose in this case what will be my data format. So this will be my data, and source address will be 11.1.2.3. Now what is the destination address? Destination address will be such that each and every host inside this network will get that message. So in that case, for the limited broadcast address, it will be for this. Now this is a class A. Okay, so this is the class A address. So for this case, it will be 255.255.255.255. So this is the source address and this is the destination address. Okay, so limited broadcast address will be this one, 255.255.255.255. Okay, so what is this 255.255.255.255? In binary format it will be all one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 dot 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 dot 255.255.255.255. So this is 255, 255, 255, 255. Okay, so this is a limited broadcast address. Okay, now I will consider let us talk about the directed broadcasting. So next we will find directed broadcasting. Okay, so what is the directed broadcasting? So I can say like this way. So let us draw the figure first. So this is one network, this is another network. Here it was in the same network. Now two different networks are there. So let us consider the network address of this particular network is 11.0.0.0, and this is 20.20.20.20. Okay, now the host, this is one host, suppose it is 11.1.2.3. this host want to send some information to all other hosts in the other network. Okay, so in this case, what will be my data format or what will be my packet format? The data will comes over here. The source IP address, that is 11.1.2.3, because it is coming from this host and the IP address of this host is 11.1.2.3, and this message will be broadcast to all other hosts in the another network, okay, whose network ID is 20.0.0.0. Okay, so in this case, what will be the this is the source address. Now what will be the destination address? Now destination address will be 20.255.255.255. Okay, so this is the destination address. This is the destination address for directed broadcasting. Okay, so definition you can say like this way: a host in one network want to broadcast to all other hosts in the other network. Okay, a host in one network want to broadcast to all other hosts in the other network. Okay, so this is the directed broadcast address. And what will be the destination address in that case? 20 dot, suppose it is 20.0, this is the network ID of this particular network. So network ID is 20.0.0.0, and the corresponding directed broadcast address will be 20.255.255.255. Okay. Okay. So what will be, so directed broadcast address will be, so directed broadcast address is, it consists of network ID and host ID. So this is all the valid network IP thing, and host ID is as all ones. Okay. So all ones means host ID is all ones. So all ones is there. Okay. Now let us consider one thing. For the class A, you all know that what are the number of IP address present? It is 2 to the power 24 minus 2. Because now why I am taking this, now see, here we have found that one is for network ID, that is 20.20.0.0, and another is for directed broadcast address, that is 20.255.255.255. So these two, we cannot use these two address. Okay, for the entire network we cannot use this 2 address. So for the class A address, if there are 2 to the power 24 address is there, so among 2 to the power 24 address, 2 address we cannot use. So what are the remaining available address? It is 2 to the power 24 minus 2. So for the class B, it will be 2 to the power 16 minus 2. For the class C, it is 2 to the power 8 minus 2. Okay. Now let us know, we will next we will see that what are the range of the IP address. So previously you know that we have discussed about that the range of the class A address is from 1 to 126. Now why 126? Because 127 address is reserved. For the class B, it is 128 to 191. For the class C, it is 192 to 223. Okay. So these are the ranges. Okay. Now let us consider one. I will show something that I will give some IP address, and we will find what is the network ID, what is the directed broadcast address, and what is the limited broadcast address. Okay. Now let us see. So let us consider this. Let us make a table. Okay. So this is the IP address. So this is the IP address. This is the network ID. This is the directed broadcast address, and it is limited broadcast address. Okay. So IP address is given 1.2.3.4. Okay. So 1.2.3.4 means what? It is of class A address, because it is 1 over here. So it is a class A address. So what will be the network ID of class A address? Network ID will be 1.0.0.0. Okay. Now what will be the directed broadcast address? Directed broadcast address will be all of this will be ones. So it will be 1.255.255.255. What will be the limited broadcast address? Limited broadcast address will be 255.255.255.255. So it will be the limited broadcast address, because we have seen that what is the limited broadcast address means this one. Okay. So for the class A, limited broadcast address will be this one. Okay. Now let us take another example. Say suppose 10.15.20.60. So this is also a class A address. Okay. So what will be the network ID? Network ID will be 10.0.0.0. What will be the directed broadcast address? 10.255.255.255. What is the limited broadcast address? Limited broadcast address will be same. Another example I take 130.1.2.3 So what will be the network ID? It will be 130 dot. Now see, this is a class B address. So this two will be network ID. So this will be remain intact, and rest 2 octet will be 0.0. In case of this, these are class A address. Okay, so for the class A address, we will take the first octet. So we will are taking the first octet as same as this one, and remaining are all zeros. This is a class A address, so first octet is 10, so take 10, and remaining all are zeros, remaining 3 octets are zeros. This is a class B address, so for the class B address, you have to take first 2 octets, so we are keeping the first 2 octets same, and remaining are 0. And in case of the directed broadcast address, so what will be the directed broadcast address? So it will be, 130.1.255.255. So these are fixed and these are 255, and but limited broadcast address will be same. Okay, take one other example, 150 dot, suppose 0.150.150. So what will be the network ID? So this is what it is, a class B address. Okay, so class B address, so 150.0 will remain same, and these two will be 0.0. So what will be the directed broadcast address? 150.0.255.255, and limited broadcast address will be the same. Let us take another example. So let us take 200 is a class C, 200.1.10.10. For the class C, we will consider network ID as these 3 octets. So these 3 octets will be as same, and only this 4th octet will be 0. What will be the directed broadcast address? 200.1.10.255. This will be remain the same. Okay, another address let us take 220.1. Suppose this is 16. Suppose this is 2.10. So you have to take first 3. This is 3. So take the first 3 as intact, 16.2.0. What will be the directed broadcast address? 220.16.2.255. This will be the same. Let us take another address. This is for the class C, 250.0.1.2. But in this case, network ID will be, there will be no network ID because this is comes to the range of class D. So there will be, this is the class D. Okay, because class D address will start from 224. So this is a class D address. So there will be no network ID, there will be no DBA, there will be no LBA. Another, let us take 300.1.2.3. Now this address is invalid. Okay, so because this address is totally out of the range, so this is a invalid. So you have so what we have learned now till now, that is what is the casting. It is of unicast and broadcast. Now what is a unicast? Unicast means you are sitting in the one network, and there is one host, and this host want to send some information or message to the another network which is not inside the network. So in this condition is called unicasting. So this is the data format where data is there, IP address is there of the host, and this is the IP address of the destination will store here, and this message will be go from here to here. Now broadcast address means it is of two types. One is limited broadcast address and another is directed broadcast address. Now suppose in case of limited broadcast address means a host want to send a message to all other hosts inside the network. So this is the case of limited broadcast address. In that case, what will be my source address, host address, and what will be my destination address? It will be 255.255.255.255. This will be remain same for when you are considering the limited broadcast address. This address will be same for each and everything. So no need to worry about limited broadcast address. Okay. Now what is the directed broadcast address? Directed broadcast address means you are sitting inside one network and inside one host, and you want to send some information to another network to all the hosts. Okay. So in one network you are sitting and want to broadcast to all other hosts inside another network. Okay. So in that case, what will be happen? So data, it is the data. This is the source IP address, and this is the destination IP address. Now destination IP address means what? You have to put the network ID first over here, Okay, so now this is a case of class A. So network ID is 20, so put 20 and remaining will be 255.255.255. okay, so this is the main thing of the directed broadcast address. These are the range that available IP address where you can configure. This is the range of the IP address, and this is one, I think that this is a table which you can surely understand how if an IP address is given, how you can find the network ID, directed broadcast address and limited broadcast address. So let us revise one thing. Suppose this is a class A. So for the class A, first octet is taken intact over here, remaining 3 are 0. First octet is there, remaining all are 255, 255, and limited broadcast address will be always 255.255.255.255. This is the class B. For the class B, first 2 octet is taken as intact, remaining are zeros for the network ID. Same thing, these 2 are intact, remaining 2 are 255, and this is the same. Now this is a class C address. So for the class C, first 3 octet is taken as intact. This one is 0. This is intact. This is 255, and limited broadcast address is same. And suppose this one, it is class D, but this address is not class C, so there will be no network ID, no directed broadcast address, no limited broadcast address, and this is the invalid IP address. Okay, thank you.